Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So, today we've got a lot on the mind, but you're not here for that. You're here for art, but there's a lot on my mind about the art too. So, let's just start with that. Right here, a reminder, I'm sitting on the floor cross-legged. I've started using a tray too, but I think this feels good for now. So, this is a blank sheet, obviously. This is going to be a tester sheet. And right here, this is the big work I'm working on. I've worked on it. The thing is, it's taking quite a lot of thought. I've started doing, not started, but refining this watercolor ink technique. And it's taken a lot of testing and new methods because I was working too hard, basically. I could be doing it in a way that's not so backbreaking. So this is part of my learning process and journey. I am a pretty experienced artist. I don't think I showed this one on the channel. This is the one I finished last time. I started it on the channel, but then I had to take it offline to, just really get in the weeds with it. But I think it came out quite nice. So this is, just for your enjoyment. I do start posting these on my Instagram. May start up another social media too when I'm feeling I'm up to it. So there's that. And yeah, this is a work. So far it's only one green that I've used. And yeah, this was quite a lot of effort. So I'm going to be testing another green today. And I'm going to be seeing how that responds to watercolor. And quite a few other things. So for now, let's just begin. And I'll be trying to make some improvements to these videos soon. But one thing at a time. I've got a lot on my plate. Hope you guys can enjoy this regardless. There's some genuineness to these videos, and there's good art. So let's just begin with something kind of fun. Just maybe help me just relax a little too. So I've been using a green called Vine Leaf for that big project. It's this one right here. Robert Oster. It's quite a nice green. It's versatile. It dries darker than it looks, but if you use water, it's still pretty light. And this is another green. I think this one is lighter. It's by TWSBI. It's called Prairie Green. So I'm going to be using this one here on just this little tester sheet. And I'm going to be adding quite a bit of water to it, probably. I don't think I'll use just this. I'll try to make something fun for myself and you guys. So let's begin. I'm just gonna basically do the same techniques I was just doing on the big sheet, and I'm trying to see how it works with this ink. Oof. Just looking up at the camera. That's no good. Do want to make sure you guys can see this, otherwise there's not as much of a point. The nifty thing about stone paper is if you hustle, you can kind of fix mistakes like that. This is stone paper, which I just said, but in case you didn't catch it or don't know what that is, I'd suggest you look it up. It's by Karst. It's a trip. I like it a lot, but it's difficult to work with. So yeah, this is roughly analogous to what I just did in the other one. It's very deep focused work. I did do some of that big one on camera, so you can go find that video. Also been running a lot. Just kind of revamping my whole life. If you guys care about such things. Trying to give myself the energy for art without using any substances. Taking a holistic approach. Yeah, not my cleanest work, but it's okay. I'm sure it'll look decent anyway. So, we're just gonna keep stroking here, and we're gonna see how this dries basically. To what color it dries. Something's wobbly here. Or whatever it is, it's okay for now. Just sitting in this meditation posture actually gave me a lot of energy. I was almost falling asleep. We're going to add some other colors here too, just for the fun of it. And also get my painting skill up. I've been using nib so much. And pencil. I've got some nice pencil works. I think I'll post them on my Instagram. Right now I'm not going to show them. Yeah, it's starting to dry. Sometimes you have to have patience for this. You got it. Yeah, when it dries, it's almost a grassy color, where the other one's a kind of, it's like an ethereal green, I'd say, the other one, at least on the stone paper when it dries. So I don't know how well this one will mesh with the other one. I may just keep it single color, but we'll see. We'll see. We have to let that dry a little bit more. In the meantime, though, let's try applying it with the brush. This is just a brush. It's a nice tiny little brush. See, this brush was dry. I did use water with it, but it should be dry at this point. I patted it dry. Has a wet look though. And a word of caution, if you apply ink too liberally to this stone paper, at least depending on the ink, it does not dry. Like, it will be days, maybe forever, and it doesn't dry, and then it accumulates lint and stuff, so watch out with that. Oh, okay. With the brush and a light touch and less ink on it, it comes out a very nice light green. That's nice. Now, which color will it dry to? That's very important. I want to dip this in water. An issue is that my water's already got the other green in it, so give me a second here. Reach over and put some water in this. Gonna keep refining my process here. It's not because I'm a noob, it's because I like to innovate, so I'm gonna keep innovating Gotten quite a few art forms down actually, so it all adds up. So we're gonna let this dry. It's dry enough for now. We're gonna just add some water to this brush that already has ink and see what color that comes out. That's a little too watery. I'm gonna pat that dry. Oof. Nice. You got a hair. Looks like a little cat hair or something. Gotta not let the cat in here. That's for sure. Well, we'll call that a bust. It is just a tester sheet, but I do have a penchant for making these pretty in the end, so. Okay. Yeah, so that's a lighter green. It dries to a kind of grassy color, so I don't know if that's what I want. I want a green that's just like almost like a synthetic green, you know? It's like a real light green. I don't know how I'm going to get that. I may just stick to the other color, keep adding to it. But since we're here, I'm going to kind of refine the technique I was using earlier. Just I applied water to this ink after it dried. It's not totally dry, but good enough for now. Okay. And then I want the middle to be the lightest part, so just use basically what's the remainder of the brush on this. Okay. And let's go in the sensor to where it's white. I like the tone of this green when water is added to it, that's for sure. By tone, I just mean how it looks on the paper, like the painterly effect. That's not bad. If it stayed that nice light green color when it dried, it'd be perfect. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna clean this brush off, and I'm working on getting more brushes, so should make things a little smoother. I flirted with the pretty girl today, guys. That was fun. She smiled at me lots, made me feel nice. little trouble opening this paint without mangling it. I have a penchant for mangling things when I open them. There we go. We're going to use some nice pearl paints, just because I want to see some nice colors, basically. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it too. These are pearl watercolor paints by Kuretake. This is what it looks like. And yeah, let's just paint a little. This is art, guys. It takes a lot of patience. I usually do kind of a speedy, or was used to do a lot of speedy, kind of like techniques and draws just to try to keep you guys engaged. But who likes the video is gonna like them, and who doesn't, you know, won't. If you got the patience to learn from this, that's good for you. Otherwise, I don't really care too much. If you want my techniques, you gotta sit through, you know, apply yourself. So that's a pearl white, or white gold as it's called, same thing. It's probably not super visible on the camera, is it? No, it is. Okay. And let's switch to, yeah, getting another brush or two would certainly help. I got one, but it's huge. It's a Sumi brush, which means an ink brush. I guess this is actually a Sumi brush too, but it works for anything. This is pearl pink. Yeah, I gotta let that settle for a little bit. There we go. That's a nice vibrant color. Start doing some nice strokes here. Helps if you make sounds. Okay, I don't know if that's because that's not fully dried. Yeah, it's because it's not fully dried. I'm like, that's a real nice light green. It's like the perfect color I need in the center there. But once it dries, it becomes this darker, grassier green, which is, yeah, not quite what I'm looking for. May just try to make that one a single color. Let's see how far I can take that. Clean this brush. I'm going to switch to blue now. Remember, folks, art takes a lot of experimentation. Sure, you can just do what you always do or do what someone else does. That makes you maybe look like the expert, but at the same time, innovating and originality is very, very important. Yeah, my skill with an actual paintbrush is going up. I've used a lot of brush pens, things that are similar to brushes, but not too much actual brush and paint. Some, of course, especially a long time ago, but wow, that layered on top of the pink, nice and light like that, is really nice. And surprisingly, the pink has dried enough to where it's not like, yeah, it's not really disrupting it. That's really nice. Maybe because it's not ink, it's just watercolor paint. Ink is a doozy to work with. It's worth it. It's beautiful. But we're going to switch to red now. Gonna agitate that and just let it, get that nice. So interesting to me how colors make their own picture. Sounds like an obvious thing to say, but when you've worked a lot in black and white, just pencil and whatnot, as we're adding to this little painting, we're also getting data on this screen that I'm testing as it dries. I don't know how well the shiny shows up on camera. Yeah, if I tilt it, you guys can see it. Isn't that rad? We're gonna clean this off again, just a time or two. We're gonna go for green. It's another green. It's this pearl green. Get real watercolory. Beautiful. Tilt this so you guys can see. And I think we'll go back to pink. I could probably do with layering more. At the same time, it gives a nice uncluttered look when you don't layer. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a tester sheet, but it made something kind of pretty, and I learned a little. So, there you go. I like to keep adding to it, but too much is too much too. There you go. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Hope you stick around the channel as continue to make improvements both in art and production. Thank you.